Hello guys, Jayden from Tetrafootball here, and the Premier League after 6 weeks is back. With the Premier League now back in action, Boxing Day matches, a couple good ones, a couple upsets. Of course, very happy that Tottenham weren't able to bag a win against Brentford. That brings a smile to my face. Wouldn't be me without having to talk about my beloved Arsenal, who go a goal down in the first half and pull 3 back in the second. Very, very impressed. It's almost like we never left, I'm not gonna lie. No bad words to say to any of the players, West Ham and Arsenal. No bad words. Of course, nothing but respect to any team we come up against, except Tottenham. I was very, very pleased. A couple questionable decisions in that game from the referee. One of those being the penalty. It would be different, of course, if we had lost that game because of that penalty, but I'm not too fussed about it now. Something that was needed to reinstate the winning mentality. And of course, cannot forget Arsene Wenger being present. He chose the right moment to come and watch Arteta ball. First experience of Arteta ball he's had in a while. And I'm glad the team and Arteta was able to put the show on for our former invincible manager. Saka, I was very impressed with how Saka was playing today. Eddie Nketiah as well, beautiful goal, the turn, just tucks it into the bottom left. Martinelli to make it 2-1 as well. There was a lot of good moments, which now of course puts us 7 points ahead of Newcastle in second and 8 points ahead of Man City in third, who have a game today. So if things go our way, hopefully they'll either draw or lose against Leeds, but we know that's not going to happen. Overall, very, very happy that we were able to show, as I've already said, it's almost like we never left. With the World Cup break, of course, with our momentum at the time, it did look like after the World Cup we would start dropping off, which is still very, very possible, but I reckon if we're still top of the table by mid-February, I'll be happy. Another thing I'd like to point out is the chemistry and the technicality in the midfield area for us, with Odegaard leading the midfield trio of himself, Odegaard, Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey. All three of them played very crucial roles, made some key passes, created chances. Wasn't too upset with Alexander Zinchenko not being able to start. Tierney did put a good performance in, which is of course very, very good to see that both of our left backs are, you could say, competing for the starting 11 role. Ben White, you could argue, probably the best right back in the Prem. Superb, to say the least. He's been amazing for us. Of course, the January transfer window is right around the corner, so if any doubts do start popping up, of course, us Arsenal fans, we always have the mentality of hoping we can bring in a forward player, a midfielder, and another defender. That will set us up for the rest of the season. We can make the big money signings in summer, as per usual with every other team, and that's all we need. I'm very, very confident that Arsenal will have a good title charge. Very confident. If we don't get it, then at very least we will be top 4 and Champions League next season. At this point is almost a guarantee. More about West Ham. They controlled. They were able to defend very well in the first half. I think they were playing like some sort of deep block, which the way we were playing before the World Cup was a very, very big threat to our play style. It seems as though over the World Cup break, Arteta has noticed that and he has improved the way we play. And the things are looking bright for us in North London. As I've already said, I've said this way too many times, but I was heavily impressed with how much we controlled the ball. Odegaard nutmegged, can't remember who it was, he was on the sideline. He was right. If I find a picture, I'll put it up. But he was on the sideline. 2 West Ham players came, trapped him on the sideline. Odegaard nutmeg through. Pretty sure that ended up leading to a goal. think it might have been Saka's goal. Odegaard has a shot, turns out to be a very good assist, and that was the equaliser. Saka's goal, Martinelli's goal, and then finally Eddie Nketiah's goal to round it all off. 3-1, another 3 points in the bag. 3 goals, 3 points, one night. One big thing a lot of people were saying, Tottenham fans, West Ham fans, all these people, critics, the press, all of them were saying Arsenal will drop off after the World Cup. They won't be able to recollect their form, but it seems like Arteta's obviously changed our way of play and adapted. And he said before the West Ham game, you adapt or die. And we were luckily able to adapt, and hopefully we can keep a decent run of form throughout the rest of the season, and putting us on a good spot on the map. Catching interest of players, of course, one of those players being Mykhailo Mudryk from Shakhtar. He wants to come. I'm hoping we bag him. Very good player. But more about that in a later Tetrafootball video. That's all from me. I'm hoping the boys also do a review on their games as well. If not, you got my one. But yeah, thank you. Like, subscribe, and remember, every little helps.